We are alarmed by the spike in road accidents involving private motor vehicles and private drivers. We have seen in the last 1 year an increase of about 25%. It's actually 24.9%. And when you look at, when we segment the drivers, we are very concerned about the drivers in the age bracket of 19 to about 35, 25, 35. And the work that has been done in collecting and putting this report together is excellent. So I start by thanking the NTSA and the police commanders for the wonderful work they have done. You can tell clearly that on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, there's a spike in accidents on our roads. And then when you look at the annual status of road safety, we are entering the last quarter of the year, during which there is increased movement, and therefore when we register more accidents, as it were. We have spent this afternoon going into some level of detail, listening to our colleagues, the police commanders in the counties and the regions who deal with this on a day-to-day basis, and our colleagues at the NTSA who are handling this and who are trying to do the best they can to address road safety in our country. So, one, will make the report public so that you get it beginning today. But secondly, again, we spent a good part of our meeting looking at what else do we need to do. What are some of the actions we need to take to ensure that we reduce road accidents on our roads. We have discussed the raft of measures and agreed on a number of things we are going to do. You know that we are now migrating most of our services completely to the electronic platform. I've just announced this afternoon that by 1st of November, there will be a computer in each police station in the country. I know some police stations are not connected. I know that. I have to be very honest. I know that a good number of our police stations are not connected. Some of them actually are not even on they are not getting electricity. But we will do the best we can for those that are connected and those that have power to begin now making our reports and moving our reports on the electronic platform. Why? Because it's easier to share data on traffic offenders, for example, and then liaise with the NTSA to punish these traffic offenders and get them off our roads. Two, we have agreed with the police commanders that since the law, the statutes actually provide an opportunity for commanders to recommend where they feel clearly that they have encountered drivers who are not properly trained, drivers who are not properly equipped, they can recommend that they either go back to school, they can recommend retraining, and so on. We have asked them to do more of that so that it's understandable. Some of our young people go to driving school, come out, get a driver's license, then they're actually not able to drive on the highway. The police officers can recommend that we take some of these back to school. Thirdly, the commanders have let us know, and we agree with them, that we now have a chronic problem of misuse of government vehicles. So many parastatals have removed the blue number plates. They are now using private numbers. And as a result, they are flaunting the rules on the road and making it very difficult to manage traffic in certain cases. So effective now, we have decided today to recall all private number plates with government vehicles. I have agreed with the Inspector General of Police that the government motor vehicle check unit, there is a specific check unit that exists to look at government motor vehicles. That check unit, truth be told, for a while it looked like, it went out of operation. But we have agreed with the Inspector General of Police, and the commanders are here. The government motor vehicle check unit will be back to work effective this weekend. And I have asked all parastatals to return all the private number plates they have and use the blue number plates they have. I have also asked all government offices that have private number plates to return those number plates and use the GK plates they have, because it makes it easier for our police officers then to manage the roads. Because when you look at some of the accidents that have been caused by government vehicles using private number plates, it's unacceptable and it's alarming. We have a schedule of those number plates. My colleague PS Kibicho has already communicated to all the other PSS, and I've asked the NTSA to avail that schedule to the Inspector General of Police, and so that it can be shared across the country, so that people do not violate the decision that we have made. We all need to understand, and I'm asking my colleagues in government to understand, that we are doing this for the good of the road users, who are all of us. Let's be responsible and decent in the manner in which we use our roads.